Hey yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you the procedure on how to make naval cannon on modern warship. So, so the tools and the materials are hot glue gun, a hammer, a scissors, a soldering or welding wire, and the materials you need um, a steel plate that is thin enough for you to cut easily. For this project I use modern roof and springs. I took it from a pen. For this project you need about 3 bearings. So first you need 2 of medium-sized bearings. You can get that from um, nearby store, and 1 big bearing for the rotating parts of the replica. And the main materials or ingredients is a cement. You can use any kind of cement, but in this project I use leftover white cement for ceramic tiles. And you need a mesh wire tape for reinforcement for the cement, and other stuff that I forgot to put in the video are board marker, measure tape, calipers, pliers, play-doh, and iron glue. Now you know the materials and the tools to make the naval cannon replica on modern warship. Now I'm going to show you the way or the steps to make the replica. Watch carefully, and I hope um, my explanation is good enough. I'm sorry I didn't put the first step in the video because somehow I lost it. But basically you need to make a mold of cement around the tip of the barrel to make the bridge, and in that mold you need to put uh, that welding wire as a reinforcement and a place to attach the springs. So basically after that first mold you need to layer that mold 3 times with cement and that mesh wire tape. So the use of layers of cement is to reinforce the first mold for it to not crack, because cement is easily cracked. So this is the final result after 3 times layering. As you can see there, other than for the reinforcements, I put the springs on the welding wire. So the third step is to build the bridge door. I built it out of
Nanti pintunya akan berada di
steel
sini
plates
menutup
that I cut
pipanya.
like
Petasannya akan dimasukkan lalu
square,
pintunya
and
ditutup.
I fold it to make it stronger.
Oke, dinding luarnya
The
sudah jadi
fourth
kira-kira
step
seperti ini.
is to make the housing for
Dinding
the
luarannya.
bridge
Nanti sisanya
to
akan
hold
dikasih
the
semen.
bridge and the bridge door together
Ini nanti
in
bawahnya akan
place.
dipotong dua agar bisa dimasukkan ke sini. Jadi nanti temboknya seperti ini. Jadi lapisan luar besinya sudah selesai. Ya, seperti ini kira-kira nanti.
The fifth step after I make the housing for the bridge, I pour the cement into the between the bridge housing and the bridge for make it stronger. And this is the final close up. The sixth step, I put the iron glue on this. I use Dextone to make it not rough but to look beautiful. The next step is to make the turret and the stand for the bearing to hold the turret. I use some white cement, but this is the final result of the turret. Firstly, I used cement, but it ended cracking, and I I ended using only bare metal. So after cracking, I tried to cement it back with some mesh wire tape, and I put cement. I push it in the crack, but it didn't work. So I use only metal steel plates, and I use hot glue to hold the bearing on the steel. This is after I glue the bottom of the turret, and the next step is to the turret to the bottom of the turret attached to the bearing so it can rotate 360 degrees. This is the final result after I glue the turret into the bearing and the steel plates stand. I tried to put the gun inside to test if the bearing is strong enough to hold the weight out of the turret and the gun, because the gun is heavy enough already. Next, I tried to make the reinforcement for the bottom of the turret, because I think only thin sheet of steel cannot hold the weight of the gun. It can bend by just the heaviness of the cannon. So to hold the turret, I only use hot glue because it was easy, and I don't have the tools to weld it. If I have a welding tool, I will weld it to make it stronger and better. And there is a snail.
The lower structure is done, and now I'm going to build the frame for the gun inside the turret. The use of the structure, the use of the frame for the gun is to elevate and put down the gun. So elevate and so the gun structure is done. Perfect size.
After I cut it, I fold it together.
It's look like a sandwich, but yeah. Okay, let's go.
So after
Look up.
it's done, I make the stabilizer or the vertical drive for the cannon so it can move up and down, not only just
So this is
left
the
and
concept
right
of the gun
360
elevation.
degrees.
So this go down, go up. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to put the gun on the structure first. The stabilizer you might see. It works. Yes, it works. It's working, and I'm proud of myself. Okay, I don't want to break it because it took me about 9 months to make this, or 1 year, maybe 1 or 2 years, I don't know, but I need to fix this first. Okay. It might look ugly, but it works. Like Newton law. Every action has feedback, or every action. So, like Newton's law, every action has feedback. So, you need the springs for holding the feedback from the explosive, throwing the projectile. Um, in case if you are wondering what is the projectile, I use some marbles. This marbles, so it goes inside. It fits perfectly, but of course I don't want to aim it at anybody, of course, because I would be in jail right now. I'm kinda scared because building a gun in this region is kinda illegal. But I think this is not illegal because this is a replica. But if it can shoot, uh, I don't know. Don't talk to the police. So yeah, this called is the gun stand or the stabilizer. Stabilizer. I don't want to break it, so be careful. So the way I make this stabilizer is you see the bearing is on the front but on the not on the back. That's because the center mass of the gun, a SS of the gun, or the center of gravity, is on the middle. So it stands on itself. Yeah. So the springs attached to the stabilizer, and the stabilizer didn't attach to anything but just this bearing. I hope it don't break when it shoots. I'm sorry if my English is not good because I am not an English person. I will try my best to speak fluently. Uh, I hope you got information about how to make replica Otomelara. I don't know if anyone interested building it other than me, but yeah, 1.5 year, a year and a year and a half, it's finally finished. IQ. I didn't hold it, it stand on itself. You see? I already make a gun-like device before, but it breaks. Here's the picture of it. Um, it breaks because that's my fault because I put two holes on the side that is used, I think, for the bridge mechanism, but the explosive is too powerful, so the the barrel, this is the barrel, I use the same barrel for the gun. I try to copy that from the 18th century gun called musket. It's a long barrel rifle that shoots ball metal projectile with black powder. Um, if you don't know what you're doing, please don't try at home because I'm putting my life on the line here. On maybe too maybe I'm too hyperbolic, but if you don't want to get hurt, don't try to make this. This is only a tutorial for professionals. Ooh. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if there is misleading or I say wrong. Um, I hope I got high score, and I hope this doesn't explode after I shoot it. Maybe after the main part, main ingredients of the explosive comes. Yeah. Thank you. See you later.